Here is Pip Friedman.
Before I forget, let I tell you what happened by Khatibi's place the other night. Now, Platnius had donors and his wife, who Skiluch Katie and me. He went around to visit Khatibi and his wife, Violet Sin. Now, Slappy, Khatibi's younger brother, he also lived by Khatibi, so me and Khatibi and Slappy and Platnius was sitting and having a discussion in the dining room. Katie and Violet was also having a discussion on food in the kitchen. Violet was telling Katie about a nice recipe. She see in a book, it was a French recipe, but she can't remember the name. She tell Katie that she'll ask Slappy because he works as a waitress by a hotel, and he should know the name of some French dishes. So she said from the kitchen, "Hey Slappy, what's the name of a smart French dish?" Slappy said back, "Bridget Bardot." Well, last night was boys' night out again, what mean that we was by the local, and as usual, someone got a story to tell. This time it was Beansy's turn. So he tell us about the time, I had a fishing boat that we work on, you know. He say, this sit for about 2 hours, he don't catch nothing except a small sardines. So he start to complain. Beansy tell him, nee, waka bitchy, just hand that sardines he saw. Beansy, he say he take the sardines, he put it in a cup, then he take his half jack for emergency purposes out his back pocket, and he pour some brandy into the cup. And he let the sardines line it for a couple of minutes. Then he take it out, he say to the right, put him on your hook and use him for bait. So the do it, and he just chuck his line in the water when he get a strike. Beansy say, this lander like a big kabelzo, but the kabelzo wasn't on a hook, nee, the sardines had him by the throat. Let I read you a nice poem what Khatibi find in an old book. It's called a South African poem, and it go like this. The sun shone out of the sky, the birds and beasts were still, and only the song of the koppies and the dongas bark so shrill broke the silence and heat of the noonday, while under a sultry sun, two little mossbolletjies wandered and laughed in childish fun. Still were the tall mossbonkers, and even the wild confit slept in the shade of the hoedkrans, although the hour was late. And herds of beautiful footsacks ate the succulent short green kloof, while a couple of drunken thistlebooms slept on the farmhouse roof. Safaris and veldschoens in hundreds scented the summer air. The sprites were laden with berries. Truly the world looked fair. And over the gravelled nachis the swift biltong ran, while I gazed at it all in wonder and murmured, "Ah, she's toch man." Good day, listeners. Trembling on the brink of the airways is your radio station, Radio Darkest Africa. So set the volume so that your neighbors can also hear, then relax, and a lot of you can listen to this. Listeners, we have been asked by the Equatorian Airways to issue this warning. On overseas flights in future, films will be shown on board. So if you intend being on one of those flights, please do not step outside for popcorn during the interval. Time has now progressed to after 11 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. Here is the news read by your usual newscaster, Philemon Unusual Unkaga. A man was arrested early this morning for breaking into the Mpugi bakery in Equatoria. When asked why he had done so, he replied, "I needed the dough." Mr. Cross-Eye Kapingi, crossword puzzle compiler for the Talugi Times for the past 10 years, passed away this week. They buried him 6 down and 3 across. And finally, local stripper, Miss Happy Hippie Shake Shake, was given a suspender sentence in the Zabinduland Magistrates Court yesterday. When asked by the magistrate whether she will keep herself covered in future, she replied, "For sure, in future, I will be covered by workman's compensation." And on that happy note, we end this newscast. Time to dip into the question box, so it's over to the man with all the answers. Philemon is ready for you. Unkaka. Okay, indeed I am. And the first question out of the box this week comes from you, Mr. Quickhand Quack Quack. You ask, what is a pickpocket? A pickpocket, Quickhand, is a man who generally lives alone, but occasionally he goes into the crowd for a little change. Mr. Red-Nosed Rat Debbie asked the following question, what is a reactionary? Reactionary, Mr. Red Debbie. Oh, he is a person who is on the right track, but he's going in the wrong direction here. And our final question this morning comes from you, Miss Fish Scale from Aguato. You want to know what are sequins? Sequins? They 5 children born at the same time to a mermaid. And with that from question box is Salagad. Now here is the weather forecast. It is going to be wetter. That is the end of the weather forecast. Welcome, kiddies. This is your little old Uncle Philemon saying welcome to Kiddies Corner. And before we go any further, here it is happy birthday greetings to you. Yes, we are saying happy birthday, Shofshu Dabatu. Many happy returns for your 10th birthday. You wrote and told us that you belong to your scholar patrol, but you are small for your size, and sometimes the traffic does not notice you. Well, never fear. For your birthday, we will be sending you a nice big box labeled dynamite. In future, when you stand on it, the traffic will notice you, all right? Yes. We have another birthday greeting for you, also Butterball Mazinti, for your 4th birthday. Hey, Butterball, greetings are also sent to you by your mommy and your daddy and your 16 brothers and sisters. We understand that you are always being pushed out of bed by your 11 brothers and land up headfirst on the floor. Yes. Well, your worries are over. We will be sending you off your very own crash helmet. Now, kiddies, to our short story of the week. Once upon a twice, 2 cows were being milked in their stall. Said the first cow, "My dear, you're looking a bit pale this morning." Replied the second cow, "Yes, I think I'm going to kick the bark out." So from Kiddies Corner as well as from Radio Darkest Africa, that's all for this week. And as we leave you, let it be with this thought. Be glad to hear that kids are going back to the yo-yo. It teaches them that just pulling strings has its ups and downs, but never gets one anywhere. Salaga!